Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is going to be a Yuri's Revenge game. It's going to be Rival Sandeep versus SoyPoy. And Sandeep is the blue allied player. So this map is going to be Doom Patrol course, and this is actually a good map. I mean, it's good for like a small map if you just want a small map. I mean, you get to do everything you get to do. You get to get all the weapons, but I mean, it doesn't have like the oils like the big map where you like. It doesn't have a lot of stuff that the bigger maps have. Like for example, Isle of War where you have to fight for the middle. It doesn't have like a Urban Rush where you have to fight for the buildings. It doesn't have a lot of that stuff. It doesn't have a lot of the oil stuff. I mean, it is kind of have a little bit more simplicity, but at the same time, you get to use all the units in Yuri's Revenge. I mean, you got to deal with a rush, close range rush. So I mean, that's pros and cons of playing a lot of Doom Patrol. I mean, you get to do a lot of stuff, but I mean, the biggest fun part about Doom Patrol is in Blood Feud. I was gonna say Little Big Lake too, but that's definitely because it's a little bit Navy. Is that it's just a fun map because it's small and stuff, you know. So anyway, moving this MCB, which is okay. And see, he plays different than me. He's gonna make tons and tons of IFVs. I like to make. See, I'm the one that kind of started doing that when I'm just trying to snipe off a Rhino tank with IFVs. You know, because even if you get like 1 or 2 shots on them, you know, getting them weaker is actually going to help a lot because the tank's going to be weaker and die when it gets into a big fight later on. Yeah, so he actually snuck out a lot of miners from Warlock. He already has, what, 5 miners? But like, I kind of think that like he's relying too much on pillboxes. Save that miner. But here's the thing though, if he loses 1 miner, like say if he goes 2 miners from War Factory or 3, he should have won 1 less if he can't hold one of the miners, so he loses one of the miners. So far he hasn't lost a miner, but I'm just want to say that like, if you're going to go 2 miners from War Factory and you're going to lose 1 miner every game about versus the Soap, then go 1 miners from War Factory, you're going to lose it anyway. And then you're going to have your army up faster. So anyway, trying to do some sneaky stuff with the IFVs, but this is the thing that like you actually can out-tank the Soviet. You could, if you have a bunch of Grizzly tanks and you catch him, you know, outnumbered, you could actually take the Grizz in and zoom, you know, Grizz bash him. I don't know if that's a word, but I mean, what's another way of describing your Grizzly tank attack? Grizz bash, Grizz ape. So like. Yeah, you could, but like with the IFVs, if he does get him a little bit on tank, you know, he could actually run back and pop up a bunch of sentry guns. So if the Allies Ceskas ahead and the Soviet makes a mistake, I mean, or the game without the lab, I'm talking about, like he can't really bash up with the IFVs too hard. But now he's got Battle Lab. And by the way, this Soviet is really letting him kind of build up the miners. I was kind of like, what the hell? And yeah, this is a good Soviet. I mean, this guy could really, he knows how to make war factories and he knows how to make Rhino tanks. Like he kind of, he knows when to get the war factories and he knows when to like do stuff that you're supposed to do with Soviet. So power drop in self-defense. And making a fast ore purifier should win the LSLA game. I mean, late game, the ore purifier. I mean, Sophie would need a industrial plant to counter that ore purifier. And it's under the gap drainer. He might not even know that it's there. Now you see the Sandeep wall starting to go up. I was like, why is he making a wall right there? I just seen like a little piece of wall, and I'm like, oh my god, he's like walling off. I mean, this guy is playing so defensive. Like the other times, I seen him make like 7, 8, 9 pillboxes, and sometimes it actually works really well. I mean, just Soviet. This guy, I think he only plays Soviet. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, he's a tough Soviet. If you could like put it this way, if you could beat the crap out of SoyPoy, like if you could own him like 3-0 or like 4-0, like you're pretty damn good. I'm telling you that. If you could beat him 3 in a row. He's not a tough guy. I mean, this guy could smack you hard. He's a pretty tough cookie right here. So like you see the walls are up. He's got the gap generator. Sold the MCV. He's gathering up random things, but it looks like both players are kind of sitting around. Look how he's got the walls right there. I mean, this dude's crazy. No, now he's bringing in the miners, trying to smack him up with those miners. Now here comes a little bit of conscripts. I mean, one thing you gotta be aware of is that like, if you wait around, it's gonna be more and more power drops, more and more power drops. You gotta be afraid of them. It's like if I was him and I was like, oh shit, there's a gap generator. He doesn't have a spy plane either. So if he loses sight of the area, he's not gonna be able to see it again without a spy plane, unless he goes in. Now you see he's trying to totally block everything. It's almost like he doesn't even want him to enter. I think Sandeep's a Trump supporter to building all these walls. Okay, the SoyPoy is actually trying to shoot everything on the edge. He's not going in deep, but he's like trying to shoot everything at the edge. And Sandeep's dad actually hangs out with Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, which is actually kind of funny. So and Cuomo hates Trump, so I'm wondering why he supports Trump, but I don't know, maybe it's just his dad is a Cuomo support, I don't know. So anyway, this is Sandeep's wall. He said, popping the battle labs are good. If he popped a purifier too, that'd be excellent. If he popped a purifier, and this is when, okay, he's trying to work on him, trying to work at it. But that wall is actually pretty. That's a really tough camp. I mean, to run over all this GIs. I mean, if he was playing France right now, it'd be easy to run over those GIs, but it'd be hard to go over the cannons. Yeah, he could play France. That's not a bad idea on this map. The way he's playing France wouldn't be a bad idea. He's trying to hit everything at the edge, but he's losing tanks every time. And he got that elite. And elite GI is not good. See, but the thing I don't like about what SoyPoy is doing is the fact that he brought all his miners and he lost all his miners. I like to keep one miner. I know I repeat myself every time I talk about this kind of thing, but I like to leave one miner. Losing 4 miners is not good. I mean, if he was going to sell the MCV, he should have had maybe a little bit more aggression. I want to say the word urgency. A little more urgency, like you want to attack right away. Be real urgent to attack. Very anxious to attack. But he's kind of like more like driving around, and he's kind of giving the allies times, and he's got that ore purifier. And now here's the thing. Well, I'm thinking, okay, allies looks like he's stronger now, so I'm like, okay, the allies is gonna push him back into his base and start. The Rhino tanks are gonna, have no choice to fight, and then they're gonna lose versus that battle fortress and the Mirage. But what's happening is, he's not pushing him back, and the SoyPoy is like, what the hell? Why would I? Not at least try to counterattack. I'm going to lose this game. So he's trying something, trying to shoot down the wall. But I really don't know how he's going to keep paying for that wall. He's going to raise his taxes to pay for that wall. His New York taxes are going to go up even higher. He pays for that wall. The way he's making it. So anyway... Okay, so yeah, the GIs actually... He shouldn't have left the GIs alone, but... you know, he's so ahead, doesn't really matter. So it looks like they're just dangling around at this point. I mean, it looks like the Allies is probably going to win. So, I mean, I'm going to let you watch the end of the game. I'm going to end the commentary right now. Because they're dangling around, but it looks like the Allies is way ahead. He doesn't have any miners. So, good game. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a like because I need more likes in the videos. And leave a comment if you want to, because I don't know who watches the videos if you don't comment. Just be like, hey, what's up or something, because actually, when you comment, it's actually good for the video, because because YouTube thinks that people like it more if people comment and like. So, thanks for watching, bye.
Player defeated.